What a matchup!
And what a team, Mike. Metro PCS and the iPhone SE for $0 on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Oh, impressive.
Play with the best. Switch to Metro PCS on an unlimited LTE plan and get a 32-gig iPhone SE for $0. Metro PCS. Coverage not available in some areas, plus sales tax. Claim based on talk and text. Not valid for active numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro PCS in the past 90 days. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah. County. You already know. Shouts out to the Guillotine team. Hey, you over there, shut the fuck up. Listen, look, please don't talk to us. This is off the cuff, we off-white like a lemonade and swastikas. Hey homie, I let the thing talk like a parakeet. Paraheat, the way I bully beats gets embarrassing. Came up, we used to chip 5 and a L. I know the rules of the game is surviving a hell. You know that it's rare, I know that you care. Check the faces, one bar give you a shot, blood can chase it. It's me and E, with some vehement knees. Women that I'm sure gon' make us weak in the knees. It's return of the gap, not return of the whack. Negative energy, we are not returning it back. You thought a night.
Yeah, and it's the frost in the motherfucking house for 92. And I'm about to do you and you. Straight from the city of D. And it's like this, drinking them brews, smoking them buds, while I be playing all that. You know what I'm saying? So check this shit out. Check this. They never give up, no vacations to Detroit. Niggas are scared of here, that's the point. We used to be the motor city, now we're the murder city. That's why the cops always acting shit. Every day on the news, another brother dies or loses rights to choose. And little kids refuse to go to school, so they hang on the corner drinking booze with the crew and get the bums to cop the brews. Lifestyle is wild, 6 niggas murder gang style. Hopefully long in the 6 mile, big time drug lords, killed inside stores, floors in the law. Keep the trigger man, fucking horse and gang war. Rampage on the east side, cops crooked at the vessel, letting keep slide and drive by, same life like a short man. Beat to the club with a scrub, but I'm sure it's can the gun. So I stay chill and play the background. Going to talk about the pump as soon as you put the gat down. I don't back down from a convict. A convict tried to stick and got his punk ass whipped. Shit, it's insanity. How the fuck we living here? Sick cars jacked every night, so now we live in fear. Here we go again, living on a limb. But before you condemn, watch your ass go spin. I'ma do ya what I gotta do you before the niggas on the corner get to ya. Cause they be out scheming, like dreaming up to catch ya. Pumping your gas, then they ass get ya. Whisper hit it to the side. They either make you run, get shot, or come along for the ride. Cause niggas in Detroit just scandalous. It's that simple. Stare at the brawn niggas, 2 to the temple. Now fiction as a shit straight up facts. Pound for pound, the hardest city on the map. And at that, it's every nigga for himself. Individually, no games or colors. This niggas it's a being only. Down for self and making dollars. If you get the jump for your rough, then a punk got to holler. Others ain't ready, you're rough, but heavy enough to handle this. But it's just an everyday average. The hoes in this motherfucker ain't shit. I ever call them tramp, hoe, slut, rap, or bitch. Cause they be strictly out for that cash flow. You could be the ugliest motherfucker and still get that asshole. Plus the pussy and the dick suck too. Flash your cash and watch the bitch fuck you. Sack chasing. Out in the streets just disgracing the family name, but it's all part of the game. 15 and got a baby. Bitch, you're looking for props and don't even know which nigga's the father. Bitch, why bother with the guessing game? You should have thought about that before you play the undressing game. With every nigga with a truck. Bitch, bad luck struck. Now your stupid ass stuck. All the fuckers is fast hoes. Pants so tight you could damn to see they assholes. Dookie braids and a whole kit. Yeah, Dookie alright, cause it looks like shit. And on weekends, hoes go out in short mini skirts. Shit, they might as well not wear any skirt. Cause the shit be so high that you can see the black triangle. From a 6 feet high angle. We got the modern day hookers and dope men. So my friend want the rap go spin. When I was 10, I used to pull guns with my friends, crazy little niggas. No wonder my mans don't really like me. I thought it might be something I said, like shit like that don't matter. The stuff in my head got me wondering, what all the damn fuss is about? You wussies like what? What all the damn guns about? Neither herd nor sheep wanna be left alone. Niggas' words cut deep, like it's Esther Stone. The preliminary problem is the rhymes I state, and you probably would never believe how less time it takes. You grew up on niggas like Boosie, like Gucci and Wayne. You pussies ain't learn a thing, and ain't boosting the game. Always had the bones bugging with my Uncle Mike. 14 and doing what the fuck I like. Never let my mind idle cause the hood's a trap. Turning your guns to suck, what good is that? Niggas try to make me think they don't sleep, but nigga know you can't fuck with me. In the streets where they pray on the weak, but nigga know you ain't touching me. And you ain't fucking with me. And you ain't fucking with me. Niggas out here thinking they deep, but nigga know you can't fuck with me. Hoorah, hoorah. I done sold more shit than you seen in the movie. Your man say don't like me, can't do shit to me. Not because I'm connected to the mobs and thugs, your moms and pops stores, you be buying your drugs. But because I ain't no hoe ass nigga, you can't talk to me any type of way, old hoe ass nigga. When the bag came in, I got the call, and I bagged your girlfriend, cause I had them all. I'm the modern day Scott LaRock super hoe, king like West and Bing, undisputable. They say I sound like gang, but he sound like me, rather whole album cold. So I'm calling it mink weather. Rap put you out at a certain age. Rock niggas rock out till they die on stage. Niggas rumbling their raps and they feeling themselves. Saying Drake better than Pac, nigga kill yourself. Niggas try to make me think they don't sleep, but nigga know you can't fuck with me. In the streets where they pray on the weak, but nigga know you ain't touching me. And you ain't fucking with me. And you ain't fucking with me. Niggas out here thinking they deep, but nigga know you can't fuck with me. Hoorah, hoorah. Jack motherfucking Frost up in this bitch for 2000. More boys. Resurrection. Can't fuck with me. Come out. Saying they love me, I know that they don't. Saying they gon' kill me, making sure that they won't. I don't trust a damn thing, far as I could throw. I'm a street survivor, that's all that I know. They saying they love me, I know that they don't. Saying they gon' kill me, making sure that they won't. I don't trust a damn thing, far as I could throw. I'm a street survivor, that's all that I know. They calling me legend, they put me on walls, they put me on pictures, but I pictured it all. I was only 16 in Kid Rock bedroom, recording my first song. I'm about to be big soon, some of us about to be dead soon. We playing God laugh, but we set it in motion. Now it's coming too fast. I was coming through Cass Tech, strapped in class. Got an F for my math test, writing raps in class. Cutting cats in half until that kid that I robbed. I'm sorry, my dude, but I felt like I needed that gold chain and more than you. Then you blamed it on Cheek, and you knew my identity, but wouldn't say it in court, cause you were scared of shit of me. You heard some things, knew I was not playing. For a deck, not there. You can check, I swear. Whole life been different. Feel I'm thrusting a roll. I'm Pinocchio line. Marionette, no they love me, I know that they don't. Saying they gon' kill me, making sure that they won't. I don't trust a damn thing, far as I could throw. I'm a street survivor, that's all that I know. They saying they love me, I know that they don't. Saying they gon' kill me, making sure that they won't. I don't trust a damn thing, far as I could throw. I'm a street survivor, that's all that I know. I dropped out of the rap game, you wanna know why? Knee deep in the trap game. One of those guys just might be a stand. Just might be that man that killed me that day. Just might be the plan. So I fade to the background. Don't wanna be like one. Don't wanna be like Stuck. Then what the fuck was I on? Niggas running off with the work. Then they tell her the songs. Man, I pray for their downfall. I'm killing them all. Either it's me or it's them. I'm letting you know something. My ticket's so big, could buy a crib and still owe something. But life is a risk. Here's hope when I live. Cause when you're owing them drug debts, you hope for your kids. I'll probably never get married. Too scared of my past. And pray to God to be alone when they come for my ass. I don't wanna be Nick. Man, he rest in his peace. Wrote this thinking of Joey. May your soul be at ease. They saying they love me. I know that they don't. Saying they gon' kill me. Making sure that they won't. I don't trust a damn thing far as I could throw. I'm a street survivor. That's all that I know. They saying they love me. I know that they don't. Saying they gon' kill me. Making sure that they won't. I don't trust a damn thing far as I could throw. I'm a street survivor. That's all that I know. Jack motherfucking Frost, survivor, up in this bitch.
What it do, y'all? This your boy King Eric the Great. You now tune in to the special Sunday edition of Off the Cuff Radio. We got my man T-Max in the building right now. My other co-host.
What it do is VA up in the place.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
we're going to hit
man.
y'all with a double header.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, look, so good, so nice we had to do it twice. We had the original, then we had the sequel. So we're going to make it do what it do. So, I mean, tell them, King, what we got. Who we got tonight?
Yeah, but now before we do that, the first thing first, we want to send a shout out to Doghouse Records for allowing us to interview our boy Young Zeke. That was a marvelous show that we had this past Friday, and that replay will be up possibly either tonight or tomorrow night.
Man, look, shout out to the whole LBC coalition out in the West, rocking it best and fresh as always. You know, Young Zeke came through. You know, just showed us so much love, man. You know, and just, you know, look, Off the Cuff Radio, you know, we all about coastal unity, bringing everybody from every community up into the place, man. You know, just to have their space and tell us about what they do all over, man. So much love to the West Coast. Much love to the hip hop nation worldwide.
Most definitely. And this show here is sponsored by Da Vinci Clothing, THYVINCII. You can look that up on Instagram, Facebook. The weather is breaking, so you might want to get that fresh gear.
Yeah, man, look, weather climate's changing, so you got to get into the proper clothing that's going to make it, you know, do what it do. You know, it's hot out, got to make sure you got the hot wares there.
My word. And unfortunately, two of the other team members, Illa the Sandman and Miss Chinchilla, can't make it tonight. But nevertheless, we're going to hold it down as the tag team trio. We have a special guest lined up with it. We got the legendary Jack Frost from the 313. We about to bring him on right now.
All right, Detroit,
what
stand
up?
What up, man? Detroit, stand up.
We got to give this man a round of applause, man. We got a legend up in this building, son.
Yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sir.
What up, though?
Yeah, it was a long time coming, man. We was trying to get you for at least about a good 3 months. But you know our schedules be mixing up. But it's great to have you here now.
I appreciate it. I'm here, man. I hear y'all doing y'all thug bizzle, you know?
Definitely, man. Definitely.
I just came straight out the gym. I had to come and hurry up and get on the phone with y'all boys. So let's do this. Here we are.
Look, we appreciate it, man. You done got physical with the weights, and now ain't no weight, man. We about to go ahead and bench press. Look, we about to bench press this broadcast here, something brolic, not me.
You did.
So So first off, Jack, it's great to have you on. Definitely putting it down for Detroit, being a living legend that you are. I mean, coming from such a distinguished city of musical traditions, of course, with Motown, Berry Gordy starting a label, Smokey Robinson, The Miracles, The Supremes, Marvin Gaye, and of course, some group called the Jacksons, and then Jackson 5, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
those guys.
Yeah, and of course, as the musical, especially when it started transitioning to hip hop, we saw, of course, Esham, Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Invincible, a dope female MC that a lot of people don't know about. Of course. Okay. I know you have because you're from there, but a lot of our listeners may not be familiar with her. But definitely,
we had to put
shout
them
out
on
to
game.
Boss.
Yeah, man. Of course, Blade, Icewood, and Wipeout. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Peace, Westside.
Definitely. So, please, for all of our listeners, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
What's that y'all playing in the background? It sounds like y'all playing some Royce the 5'9" in the background.
Yeah,
for
man.
Sure.
Hip hop.
I'm on my shit, dog.
Now.
I'm on my shit. We do this. Royce a cold boy. I'm a cold boy,
Man, he one of the coldest spitters out there. I won't even say not only Detroit, but also in the game.
Period.
Yeah.
He one of the coldest dudes ever. Period. With his wordplay, he cold. Got much respect and love for that boy there.
Yeah, man.
It's like, hey, this is how I do interviews. Whatever y'all want to ask me, man, I'm an open book.
Well, we appreciate it. We're gonna break it down. Definitely. So we break it down by chapters. Let's start with the man called Frost from his beginnings.
What you want to know?
Well, just about your upbringing and how'd you get into hip hop.
Man, I'm from the school of guys when it first came out. I was a little kid, and we was looking up to like Run DMC and them guys and Run LL Cool J, all those guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm figuring out how the hell could we do what they doing. But we just little kids though, like 10, 11, 9, 10, 11 years old. We don't know what the fuck to do. And as time went on, man, a couple of us was the pioneers of this in Detroit. We just started like going for what we know, really, And each one of us got a different story of how we got into a studio and started really recording. You know what I'm saying? Each one got a different story. My particular story is I was mentored by y'all remember the Temptations movie? The lady that had the Temptations, the manager?
Yeah.
The first, before Barry Gordy had him, her name is Johnny Mae Matthews, but that was like my hood auntie. Like, she was my friend's grandma, you know what I'm saying, around the corner. And she took me and taught me how to read contracts when I was like 12 years old. You feel me?
Oh, man.
She taught me about the
you
music.
were ahead of the game.
She taught me the music business. Yeah, she told me the music business on the inside of how to do it for real. And so I had a little advantage on that when I was growing up. And I went to high school with like K-Stone, Detroit pioneer nigga. K-Stone and the Riddler. They had records out. We was like 14, 15, and they was on the radio. I didn't know what the fuck, I'm like, how's these guys on the radio? We in school together. You know what I'm saying? So I just started doing everything I could to find out how to get in the studio. We like 14 and 15, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out how to get in the studio. And I met a couple guys. A friend of mine on West Chill, he was Kid Rock used to be his DJ, And he was telling me about this guy named Kid Rock, this white boy with this studio equipment in his bedroom. So, we got to go to Kid Rock house then. So we go out to Kid Rock house, and I do my first demo tape in his bedroom. You feel me? And that was the start of it right there. Once I was on tape, with some songs and shit, people was hearing how I sounded, and they was to start responding. One thing led to the next. Next thing you know, I got people trying to sign me, And it was going on from there. One of my partners I bumped into, a Detroit, guy, used to be a big street cat named Nick. Rest in peace, Nick. He signed me to his record label. He's the first person that put, if you ever heard of Merciless Amir, pioneer Detroit guy, A Day Without. He put him out.
Yeah, he put him out,
Okay.
and then he wasn't making no more records with him. I guess he only had one record deal or whatnot, and so I was supposed to be a replacement, So he signed me up to come next, and he ended up getting murdered, by some street stuff, and I took the records and I shopped them all over the place, and I got a record deal. I got a distribution deal from Ichiban Records, down in Atlanta, who had MC Breed. And,
rest in peace. Yeah, rest in peace, MC Breed, of course.
That's my boy too.
Yeah, man.
I got a distribution deal with them, and we just went from there.
Definitely. Now,
I could keep talking, but I'll let you ask some questions in it. I could just tell the whole story and then take the whole fucking hour up.
Look, King will tell you that I have just stuff will just hit me, in terms of just, as you run names. I'm slapping myself right now because, of course, how could I forget, Kid Rock and MC Breed, coming out of Detroit. I mean, but it's just y'all musical landscape is so diverse in terms of people that have come from there. I mean, but definitely, man. I mean, so pretty much as you got on, because everybody has their time in terms of, starting out honing the craft. We talk about this on the show all the time. King will tell you this. Of course, with our co-hosts, Illa, the Sandman, and Chinchilla. It's a process, and getting your rhymes right and tight, and of course you got to read contracts at early age, so you managed to avoid a lot of the pitfalls of the pen that landed dudes in record penitentiaries. You know what I'm saying, in terms of purgatory.
Right.
But yeah, man, I mean, so pretty much as you started writing, when did you know, you were really nice with it? You had that epiphany of the energy.
Shit, immediately. I mean, I was 12, 13. I kind of knew because, we do. I mean, it was developing so early. It wasn't no Detroit rap scene. It didn't exist,
right.
You know what I mean? And we would just copy and basically New York guys. Whatever we heard them doing, we was just well, we could do that. Them the type of guys we identify with, they like us, you know what I'm saying? Because we was little kids already rhyming. So we was just basically creating our scene, not knowing we creating a scene, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we was doing our version of what they was doing. So we thought they were freestyling off the top of the head when they say freestyle, but they wasn't freestyle. They was writing that shit, and it was written rhymes that they called freestyle rhymes because it was freestyle thought patterns. We thought they meant literally freestyle off the top of their head. So we developed a style we rap off the top of our head. We not writing that shit.
Right.
So we started smashing everybody. You know what I mean? We coming up smashing everybody. We kind of wordy and street at the same time. So we kind of, when West Coast came, we was both of them in one. We was lyrical like the East Coast, but we was hard street and subject matter was also, it was street like the West Coast. We weren't talking about no damn parties in Detroit. You feel me? we was talking about street shit. So that's why the West Coast reminded us of us, but we was more lyrical than them. We was lyrical, wordy like the East Coast niggas. So we both, and shit, I knew that early. As soon as they heard me, they was like, "This kid kind of cold."
Yeah, I heard some. I was listening to the first album that you did back in '92, and I could tell that you had that flow structure similar to how Ren had it on the Niggas for Life album.
And it wasn't no purpose. It was just, shit.
It's very nice. It was
rhyming.
Dope.
Yeah, we rhyming. We that age group. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Now, one thing about it, too, in terms of how you said that y'all developed your rhyme pedigree, really formulating and laying the template for the Detroit rhyme scene, it was also, which, of course, Eminem documented in 8 Mile, the battle rap scene out there. Could you tell our audience about how serious it really was on that underground circuit in terms of, it being, the hip-hop blood sport, with rhymes?
Extra serious. That's how that was our first thing. We took that more serious than everything when we was young. It was we was terrorizing dudes. You couldn't even rap in front of me. Personally, you couldn't rap in front of me. I'll just destroy your career and get you out of here.
Oh man.
Guys like Proof, that was my protege, you know what I'm saying? He come up under me, that was my dude, you know what I'm saying? I taught him how to read business contracts, talking to music business and everything. Rest in peace, Proof. Yeah. That's my boy. You know.
Yeah, man. And
we took that shit serious. Like you couldn't rap back in the days. You couldn't come up with none of the Detroit Pioneer guys talking about you a rapper.
Right.
We gonna put you on the spot, throw some beats on the seat right now while you talking. You ain't gonna get out of here talking about you rap around none of us. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Detroit's Most Wanted, me, B Def, Breed, and Breed from Flint, by the way, but still. You know, none of them, you couldn't say you could rap around none of them guys without, throw a beat on. Let's get this shit over with. You know.
But,
it was the records.
Oh, yeah. And definitely from what you said, because Detroit has always been pretty much, it's first known as, the automobile city, but as the jobs dried up there, it definitely got a notorious reputation for really being, where the street game was as serious, as what you would have expressed as the rap game. I mean, of course, we know the stories about a lot of hood legends that came out of there. Of course, BMF with Big Meech and Southwest Chief Flannery, and of course, White Boy Rick and all those guys. Best Friends. I mean, did that pretty much influence a lot of the rhymes in the street, or was pretty much the street culture and the hip hop culture there totally separate?
Nah, they basically, okay, I'm gonna explain it the best way. Me and Big Kirk was talking about this. Big Kirk from Rock Bottom. There's three sections of Detroit rap, really. You know what I'm saying? It goes like this. It's the hip hop lyrical guys, you understand me? That mostly basically identify with New York. Right? Because they really lyrical. They do the battles and all that, and they really care, about the art form part. Okay, we got that section, and they really do exist. They will get in your ass. That's the voice of 5'9", Eminem, and you know what I'm saying? Obi Trice, all of them come from that. Okay, not to say they're not street cats, but they care more about the lyrics, the truth. They'll go to the hip hop shop and they'll be in the ciphers, and they care. They're gonna show up. Okay, then you got the street rap guys. They the drug dealer guys that rap. In real life, they really are, it's what they are. Sorry to put it like that, but they drug dealer niggas that rap, and they not indicting nobody saying they drug dealers. I'm just saying that's what they represent. You feel me? That part of Detroit, and they not so much coming with I'm lyrical, beating you to death, punchlines No, they shit is matter of fact, straight to the point. Some of them got lyrics, some of them don't, but they still sound dope because it's the street shit we live in. And they tend to attract more. They tend to attract more of an audience here because everybody lived that way. You understand? Mm-hmm. And most of the people, they don't really understand no high tech lyricism. You understand? Most of the people in the streets here, they don't understand no high tech lyricism. So they more gravitating to the guy who rapped the street way. You feel me?
Yes. Definitely.
And then you got the guys like me who really both, all in one. Like you're a lyrical guy, but you're a street guy at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So you got three distinct factions.
Man, wow! It definitely breaks down in terms of the aesthetics of the rhyme and everything. So pretty much, as you saw, a lot of these guys that you came up with coming on the scene, of course, most notably MC Breed. That was my first introduction to rappers from Detroit. Going way back in the day. It ain't no future in your front end.
Right.
How was that how big was that for your city in terms of when he really started to make waves?
Huge. Now the thing is, I'm gonna just be real with it. He not from Detroit. He from Flint, where the dirty water.
Flint, Michigan.
That's like
Flint, Michigan.
That's like
yes,
about,
sir. Flint, Michigan.
Right. He like about 40, 50 miles away. You know what I'm saying? Like you could like about 30, 40 minutes up the freeway. You there?
Right.
It ain't shit to go there. It's like going downtown. 30, 40 minutes. You there? So it's the city next to us. They still rough and rugged though. They ain't no hoes. But so it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He's born in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? So when he do this and that, he talking Michigan State and U of M. So he's the same shit as us. And when he blew up, it kind of opened the door for us because the closest city they knew, the next thing they knew was Detroit. Anybody know what Flint was at? They like, oh, Detroit. So it opened the door for Detroit niggas like us, and we came right on in. Like Itchabod Records, who signed him, of course, they started signing us next. Detroit guys. And that's the wave I rolled in, you know what I'm saying? Because I got directly signed after he did. So, thanks, Breed.
Yeah, man. And so pretty much Breed.
Thanks, Big Hobie. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. So pretty much Breed did for Michigan what NWA did for California, or L.A. specifically, in terms of when they dropped straight out of Compton, how it pretty much opened up the door for a lot of L.A. rappers to really come in.
It opened up the door. But I'll have to. But I gotta go on history though. I gotta school you on history though. The door was already cracked open though. It was already cracked open by Detroit rappers specifically. Awesome Dre. Y'all ever heard of him?
Yeah,
I've heard the name, but I.
Okay, well, do your homework on him. He's the first guy that had a national record deal, an album deal out of Detroit. He was signed to Priority the same exact time NWA was signed. When they were doing the advertisements for NWA Eazy-E, they were doing the advertisement on the same exact page Awesome Dre's had debut album, 89. So it was the same exact time. And it was like, who's going to blow up, Awesome Dre or Detroit or these NWA Eazy-E guys in West Coast? Okay, both of them blew up a little bit. Of course, we know who blew up the hardest. You know, but yeah, Awesome Dre opened the door for all of us. Him and Prince Vince, they had the very first national deals. Prince Vince had a record called Gangsta Funk. He was sampling George Clinton before Dr. Dre was. He did. Yeah, he was blowing up with that sound before Eric Sermon hit it and before Dr. Dre did it. Prince Vince did it first. He had a national deal with a single deal, and so with Mercury Records. So them the first two that opened the door. After they got deals, they started giving all of us deals, which actually Breed rode that wave.
Man, that's
all right. But he went gold first. You understand? His shit went gold and platinum first. So boom, everybody know Breed more than Awesome Dre and Prince Vince. But they opened the door for everybody. You know,
right?
Then Detroit's Most Wanted came in. You know, they charted. You know what I mean? Guys like J to the D, rest in peace. We got some Detroit legends, you know. Later on, the Eminems and them came. That's the second wave.
Yeah, Esham, of course. You know,
Esham was the first wave, along with Awesome Dre and all them. He was the same exact year. Be quiet.
Okay, I didn't know Esham. Okay, I didn't know Esham went back that far like that.
No, he's the very first. He's like the godfather of all this shit. But this is how it happened. Simultaneously, all this is like 88, 89, right? Simultaneously. While Prince Vince is getting signed, Awesome Dre is getting signed, they blowing up national. It's an underground guy, like a Too Short, running around. His name's Esham, right? Nobody know who the hell this guy is and what the fuck going on, but he doing this shit himself, him and his brother. They not signed to no label. They not even trying to get a deal. You hear me? They doing what the Too Short and Easy and them did back in the day before anybody knew what was going on. We were trying to get deals. They wasn't. So here they go popping off with this damn Booming Words from Hell record of 89. And like he's a little 13, 14, 15-year-old kid, and it pops. And so they was doing simultaneously while we was getting deals trying to blow up, they was blowing up underground. So you'll keep hearing this thing, Esham. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you'll start seeing him. Yeah. And he had his own production. He had his own stage show already complete. This nigga driving around in BMWs. While we trying to get up money to look fresh, he already doing it. So,
yeah, man.
Yeah, Esham, hey, I met him because we got the kick, and he said I was getting fan mail at his label. They thought we were, you know, some type of in relation because we both hardcore, but we just was both Detroit. And so, you know, he invited me. We started, struck up a friendship, started kicking it. Back in the day, it was like 92, 93. He took me to his record label, man, and showed me the inside operations. Once I saw the inside operation, how they was rolling, I said, I'll never, ever record for anybody else. I'm done recording and signing record deals. Once I saw his operation, it looked like Def Jam Records back then in Detroit. You know what I mean? Like I saw a fucking whole operating record label. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? They have vans and shit, rap vans already. This is back in '93. They had rap vans. Who the hell had rap vans back then? They had offices with their computer desk, you know, with their desk and, you know, Mr. Smith on the desk and kind of big ass conference rooms with big screen TVs. But just back then, they had warehouse a wall with like all of the archives, all of their tapes and records on the walls and all the inventory, and you could pick categorized. I'm like, oh, y'all really have a record label. This is not just a hood thing. Oh shit! And once I saw that, I was like, okay, I know what to do. I started buying equipment immediately and built me a studio. built a $100,000 studio. Yeah, I built a $100,000 studio, and said I'm not recording for nobody else. So that's my boy.
How did you come up with the name? How did you come up with the name Jack Frost? Like, what does that metaphorically stand for?
Let me tell you that. That's basically it's a reflection of me being me because, okay, a lot of guys that bit the name since then, as y'all probably know, it's a million Jack Frosts out there now, so I got to fight for my name like I got to be the sweetest one, no problem. But I got that name. I was a little kid again. Everything go back to like 12, 13 years old, and trying to figure out what's going to be my rap name, but I already had a hood name. Shall I say, I was a little kid that the older guys, the drug deal guys, they used to sick me on people, right? And, like, go get them, you know what I'm saying?
The problem solver.
Yeah, they used to go sick me on people, like they wanted the little jewelry or something. If I get this, they'll pay me, So I go get it. Give me that chain, give me that goddamn watch, give me that, run that, check it in. So they say I'm out cold. Back then, this little dude out cold. Fuck out cold. They kept calling me cold. Well, out cold. And I could rap really good at that age too. So I'm attacking guys. Whoever said they could rap, I'm just attacking them. Just tearing them a fucking apart. And they kept saying, this little boy out cold. And so I'm sitting in school and I'm like, I'm cold. I'm cold. What the fuck more colder than Jack Frost? I said, shit, that's my name from now on. I was 14. I said, that's my name from now on. Don't call me nothing else. I'm not answering to it. It sucked. It did. I've been Jack Frost ever since. And a copycat took my name and ran with it, but, whatever. They ain't colder than me. So.
Hey, well, I mean, look. I mean, but it's always a situation when, and a lot of times, look, you just gave us so much game in that, and all those statements that you said, about first off and foremost about, being able to run an independent operation, because a lot of people don't know in terms of, Esham. Esham was already, within a couple of years into his career, millionaire in terms of.
That's what I'm saying, yes. He used to be driving up on my grass, drove on my fucking grass in a $100,000 BMW, parking all on my fucking lawn and shit.
He Rick James your lawn man.
Yeah, he park all on my shit.
Yeah, but definitely, shout out to Esham, who's considered to be, the godfather, the father of acid rap, and now this nation ahead of time and space.
Yes, rest in peace, too.
Definitely.
Oh, I got stories, boy.
I want to know.
I went to school with Trick Trick.
Man, how can we forget
that
Trick
real
Trick?
life?
How can we forget? Look, we got to get to stories about Trick
The
Trick.
mayor of
We know
Detroit.
about what happened.
That shit's real. He does it in real life. He's really a big, giant, big motherfucker. He cool as hell if you cool with him.
Look, me and King always laugh about. We always laugh as what we call simply the Young Berg incident.
Oh yeah,
the Young Berg incident. Yeah,
that chain was
that's
all over.
Trick. That chain is being tours by itself. That motherfucker got frequent flyer miles.
Look, John, I always ask Aaron, why Berg have to go through that?
That shit funny as hell.
Look, John,
every week that changes to a different place.
That motherfucker was doing a world tour, nigga, myself. He probably went platinum.
Man,
that's funny.
look.
What's up, Trick? Damn,
man,
that's funny.
Look. But I heard when I saw that story, man, and then I found out about how it happened, because I kind of saw from the onset, because we got a little bit of time, man. So we're gonna talk to you about the politics of the game, dudes. Trying to pose like they tough guys and then trying to call out everybody else. But when I
this that type of show.
Of course, yeah.
Ask me whatever, man. I know every fucking body in this bitch.
yeah.
You gotta go.
But yeah, man. But when I first heard about how it started, with basically Young Berg calling out Detroit rappers, calling them whack and everything, I was like, what?
Who is this kid, man?
Maybe he should have done that.
Yeah, my jaw dropped because I was like, Bird, you really, 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 really don't know. These guys may rap, but you don't fully understand the pedigree of the seriousness of what these guys are like in the street. You know, you basically insulted Troy. This isn't about Eminem, who is just more of a lyrical dude who will basically surgically amputate every type of your self-confidence. Like you said, aforementioned, Trick, all those guys. I mean, these are guys who are real goons in the street. And, I mean, obviously the situation happened how it happened. You know?
Yeah, you might not want to be talking about them.
But I'll tell you what was gangster about that situation. They gave the chain back to Berg after, you know, it did the World Travels going platinum, and basically told Berg in so many words, that was just to let you know you can get touched if you fuck with us.
Yeah, the real guys. So, nobody wants chain back. You know, the boys got chain. They got shit. That's just a message, like, you know. Chill out with that mouth. Chill with that mouth, yo.
Hey, I mean, something. Definitely, man. So, I mean, in terms of how you've seen the game, you know, how y'all started, you know, from, you know, from your, you know, beginnings, how have you seen hip-hop change in terms of the authenticity from what was so revered to now the artificial that seems to be embraced, the paradigm shift over the years? I mean, just take us through your experiences from, you know, when you actually, you know, got in the door and you really started seeing everything from the inside, what was going on. Please tell our audience about all that, your feelings.
As far as how it shifted and now everybody kind of on some, you know, other shit. I mean,
just your views on it, just what you saw from your experience and your observation.
Well, I think it's really just the next generation, you know, or two, and they just want to go the opposite direction. Other people before them, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't take the skills part as serious. They started making more valuable in their generation. What they valued is different. We value the motherfucker having skills. And we was like, that shit's dope. Yo, the skill level was high. That's missing us. Okay, so what they did is took it reversed, which is naturally what they're going to do. But they don't care about skills. If you care too much about skills, they go, oh, he old school. Oh, he care about skills. You know what I'm saying? The aesthetic difference. He care about some old head shit. You feel me?
Right.
So they don't want to care about skills. They want to care about, like they call it swag, or they want to care about another part of it. They care about the beat more. You know what I'm saying? And they don't give a damn what they're talking about. They want to care about the image more. But again, that's not, well, we care about image too. I mean, who the hell's Rakim? Shit.
Yeah.
You know, dopest, freshest motherfuckers you ever saw. So we cared about that stuff, but they just took it and turned. The part that they couldn't master easy is what I'm trying to say. To have skills in rap, you got to kind of practice a lot when you're young. If you ain't practice, you ain't going to have them. So they took that part like, man, nobody care about no damn practicing. They ain't have it no way. And so they just jumping into it without skills, but they took the skill prerequisite away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That ain't no threshold. You don't gotta, ain't no gatekeeper. You don't gotta have no skills. Just get in there and mumble your ass to death. You know? And people, you know, they a little less intelligent also, just being honest. And it's who you talking to. You talking to less intelligent motherfuckers, they gonna gobble that up. You talking to college-educated kids, you know, they still want to hear some wordplay, which is why J. Cole and them exist, and Kendrick, you know, still exists.
We're going to get to that, too, in a second, what you said, because that goes hand in hand with the question I had asked. You know, because I guess King, that also is a segue to maybe what we might want to ask him next about, you know, just in terms of how the internet has changed, because, you know, we're all old. We come from the generation where it was pre-social media. So you were watching, you know, and I'm saying this in all seriousness, you were cartoons, television shows. It was different back then because it was entertainment, but at a lot of levels, we were learning a lot of stuff too. You know, we came up in a very academic time, you know, especially National Geographic, you know, Nova, you know, on PBS, all those shows influenced our minds in terms of how we were really beginning to understand the world we were living in and what was going on inside of it. You know, and with social media, it seems to have created an element of an artificial intelligence that is anything but intelligent. And a lot of these young kids now look at it as, you know, and especially back in the day, you know, shout out to Richie Rich in the Bay Area, Oakland, because when we did an interview with him a couple months ago, he broke down the game. And he basically said straight out back in the day, you weren't. Yes. And, you know, King will tell you. What did he say? King, tell him about about the game Richie gave us with that, about his interview, about, you know, about what the criteria was rapping back in the day, from where he was from.
Basically, you had to pretty much be certified. You had to be stamped. You had to be pretty much legitimate with what you were talking about on the mic. You couldn't be on no MC Gusto tip just like a lot of these guys are now.
Oakland G.
It was more serious. And plus, Oakland, it was more about the hustle, and that's where they gain a lot of
like
that.
Like I'm saying, Detroit,
independent
right?
spirit.
They kind of act like Detroit guys,
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
Y'all know. I'm sitting there looking at a picture. I'm sitting there looking on my wall at a picture of me and Tupac right now.
Oh, man.
See?
Man.
Oakland.
I swear Tupac has like 20 different degrees of separation, because Tupac and
everybody.
He's connected to everybody.
I'm sitting there looking at a picture of me and him on my wall right now.
Man.
Who else? How many motherfuckers will tell you that?
Man.
And it's not even Photoshop. It's not even a Photoshop one either. It's a real deal.
Hell no.
But Tupac, God bless him, he always finds a way into our conversations because of just how many people, like King said, how many people he touched, you know. And
how could I not? I'm getting high looking at his fucking face. He's staring at me when I'm fucking smoking my goddamn weed, trying to have a fucking radio interview. Thanks, Pop.
Yeah, man, but
I would ask you, was that picture taken at the Jack the Rapper?
Yeah, Jack the Rapper. Yep, he was one of the Jack the Rappers. Yep, that's the first year I had a record out. He I think he was just doing a photograph. I was talking to Puffy. Puffy is actually behind me in the picture.
Okay.
I was talking to Puff. I had knew Puff from his day. He was a mail boy at MCA when
intern at Uptown at the time.
Yeah, he was intern, right?
With Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell put him on. Yeah.
Yep. That's when I first met him, and then we kicked it at the thing. We was already talking, and then he called Pop. He seen Pop walking by. He called Pac over. That's when they was still cool. So he whistled Pac over. Come through me, my boy. Boom. We over there kicking. Apache was over there with us. Rest in peace, Apache, gangster bitch. Remember him?
Yeah.
He was. He's also in there.
Yeah, then the B-side of Apache ain't shit, man.
Right. Now look, he's in the picture originally too. The picture I got on my wall, he's in the frame. The ones y'all just seen on the internet, that's not the whole entire frame. So he's in the picture too.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, we was just all over there kicking it. You know, having the rappers thing. Tretch was like about 10 feet away. He was kicking with somebody else and shit. And motherfucker was like, "Give me that camera." My boy was like, "Oh, give me a goddamn camera." You know, back then you had to have a disposable boy. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But definitely,
what's Prodigy was in that picture too.
Prodigy was in the room. I didn't know Prodigy back then. I found out later. You know, as you know, you've seen the pictures. I've seen them too. He was a couple feet away. We seen him. Now that I recall, you know, I was like, oh, I did see the little guys. The little guys with the things on their neck. Yeah, I remember them. They wasn't my deep yet all the way. Feel me? So we hadn't heard of them yet. We heard of them when we got home, and my DJ had damn records and was like, listen to these guys. And now we know that's them little motherfuckers. That was one of those Jack the Rapper. Yeah. They was, because then they was in the same picture with Pac and them. Like, he had the same clothes on they had on the day I was with him. So yeah, they was around. I remember seeing them.
Yeah, I'm wondering if King, I wonder if that's probably the same picture in terms of that, where, you know, South Central Cartel was, you know, that same event too that year.
That was that, because I was cool with them. Them was my boys. We was cool. Matter of fact, we was together that day hanging, getting high. Me and South Central, I remember them. That was the other Prodigy in Havoc, right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Because they was on the show not too long ago.
Yeah, last year we did a show with them.
Mention me to him. I remember them.
Yeah,
man.
Was cool. So I mean,
that Jack the
definitely.
Rapper event was history. They had a lot of history right there.
Eshawn was there. He was smoking with us too. So everybody was at that boy.
But I mean, that was like in the '90s. The Jack the Rapper was like the preeminent event in the recording industry. It's like, you know, if you were trying to get on or you were on, that was where you went to really like network. What was those events like in general, man? I mean, just give us the history for those who may not know how it really was.
Any of you guys ever go? Y'all was fortunate enough to go?
Nah, we were youngins back then.
And I was,
okay.
Let
me tell you what that shit was like, man. Let me tell you what that shit was like, man. It was like a big giant ass convention, man. It wasn't just it was at a hotel. The hotel had mad floors, right? But it wasn't. Right. It was just everybody everywhere. But it wasn't just the hotel. It was the entire city was banging, right? It was the entire area, right? And the stars, who you consider stars of that day, was everywhere. Like, you can bump into somebody, you know, you can go get you some gas and bump into damn Andre Herrera. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out. Everybody, but the thing is, they were mingling. Technically, they were like doing their job, but they wasn't doing their job. They was like, it was a vacation time. So everybody was having fun that weekend. It wasn't like super serious, but it was super serious. But they would let you mingle with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can go kick it. Everybody has some weed. Everybody has some liquor. Everybody's fucking around. And it was just a big-ass fun time. You can go get on, too, you know. Fuck around, jump in the bins with the right guy, play your shit, and got a deal.
Man, that's what it is.
Yeah, it was going down. Everybody was everywhere.
They don't even have those type of events today. They don't even have those type of events today.
They do, but they, like, super low-key. You know what I mean?
Right.
Puff be throwing shit. They just low-key, that's all. It ain't to the public no more. Like, anybody can walk in? Nah, you got to know people. But even back then, you still had to pay. You had to register and everything, you know.
Right. But, you know, Jack, I think it's also a situation, too, you know, and King, I think it's a situation, too, back in the day, because you're talking about the 90s, the early, you know, mid-90s. So,
early 90s.
You know, in terms, early 90s. So you're figuring with the music industry in terms of how hip-hop was, because hip-hop was still somewhat of an independent operation in reference to how we, you know, were controlling it. So it was basically we were kind of operating on our own merits in terms of how, you know, we wanted to operate it. You know, we did not, you know, hip-hop was not infiltrated yet by the big corporate entities and conglomerates. So it gave these artists and these labels a lot of freedom to pretty much just put shit together and just go with it, you know. And I think, you know, because we're going to get into detail, like I said, this more, it's something about that era, you know, and a lot of the youngins want to call, you know, the older guys grumpy old men of hip-hop. But I tell the youngins, man, it's like you don't understand the history, you don't understand the energy of what that essence was. I mean, oh, go ahead, please.
Yeah, to make sure y'all hear me because I'm operating on a different phone. But
we hear you. Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the youngins don't understand because it's like it's one thing to read about it, it's one thing to just, you know, get on your Googles and see it, but to experience it, like we experienced all these guys and they was like larger than life. Like I did a post the other day about how people don't understand how big Snoop Dogg was at that time. Like Snoop Dogg was like Drake now, but bigger.
Right.
Yeah. So to be able to experience it and to see it, and then you go to what their form of hip hop is, like you know what we talked about, the mumble rap. It's kind of hard to adjust to. Like we had classics coming out like every week, and to adjust to this type of shit here, I don't know, man. I mean, it's just hard.
I see it as just, you know, like even back then, it's different. It's markets, it's niches. You know what I mean? Everybody got their market because, like, it's enough people that everybody can go platinum. Everybody can sell $1 million, but what million is you selling to? Like again, I use for instance Kendrick. Kendrick audience that's listening to him with all that lyrical shit. Man, look, they ain't the same people listening to Yachty. It's not.
Fact.
You know what I mean? It's just not. The motherfucker that's gonna get in their car and bump some fucking Yachty is not the person that's gonna bump some damn Kendrick or J. Cole. You feel me?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And if the person that's bumping Royce da 5'9" is not bumping no damn Uzi Vert.
Oh hell no.
That's not the same person. But it's enough people out here that still gonna fuck with it. So I say, just do what you do. Damn that this the era of this or that the era. Do what you do. Talk to your fans.
Plus the internet helps to where, you know, it bridges that gap to where you don't have to sit back and depend on radio to see good music. Like, you have different platforms to search now.
Right. Talk to your fans. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously they're still there. You know,
no doubt.
People gonna like what they're gonna like.
Yeah, but definitely, from what you said, man, I mean, that's real. And I think a lot of times, too, you know, because the internet really brought about a lot of things where, like I said, you know, back in the day, you really had to work to get out there, you know. I mean, of course, Rap City and BET were always the champions of showing a lot of videos, you know, whether you were a big artist or not, you know, as long as you had a video out, and most and more, and, of course, the video music box. You know, and then going back to Jack the Rapper conventions, the kids don't understand in terms of the DIY, the do-it-yourself aesthetic that hip-hop was founded upon in terms of being an outlet for a marginalized demographic of society. So what you have are individuals who are coming in who really legitimately had to have talent in terms of really having a place and finding their audience in order to really, you know, this is an era that spawned, you know, EPMD. You know, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, Master Ace, Biz Marquee, you know, even Vanilla Ice, you know, MC Hammer, Rakim, you know, of course, you know, MC Light, Queen Latifah, you know, before he became Tragedy Gaddafi, Intelligent Hoodlum, you know, all these artists. Yeah, you know, but this is where the era that we come from, where, you know, you really had to
have talent everywhere.
Yeah, man. You know, I mean, but it's like it's different now because of what the criteria has come into. And definitely, I want to get your opinion on this. There's always been the quote unquote, you know, we've heard everything from in hip hop, you know, in terms of a lot of hip hop hoteps and hoteps in general, and you know, just conspiracy theorists who are, you know, about the culture. About everything from the gay agenda to, you know, the dumbing down agenda to all types of agendas. What's your opinion in terms of what you feel in terms of how a lot of the music has been pressed in terms of what is being put out there and what is not being necessarily promoted?
Okay, how were you asking that again?
In terms of just your feelings, like you said earlier about, you know, rappers just do what they do, but yet and still there's considered to be a lot of, there's always now, because back in the day when we were coming up listening to it, of course, there was never this quote-unquote agenda. Well, you could say when Ice Cube did True to the Game, he hinted at it when he was speaking on MC Hammer about how he let the corporate influence change his style a little bit. But I get, you know, but over almost 30 years later, what we're seeing now is certain agendas, like a lot of people say with the fashions and a lot of the over-the-top antics, you know, Young Thug and a lot of other people with the with homosexual sensibilities, you know, in their actions and everything. A lot of people now say there's a, you know, the gay agenda just as well as the dumbing down agenda of the culture. Where do you think a lot of this stuff started changing in terms of what we're seeing now as opposed to what we were seeing then? Because back in the day, niggas damn sure weren't wearing dresses.
Nah, and I'm not with that. I'm speak out of, you know, I'm not like a bash or anything, because, I mean, I got it in my family, you know, do each his own, do you.
Right.
But as far as them, like, publicizing it and, like, kind of, like, ramming it down our throats, yeah, I think that shit's an agenda. Yeah, I definitely think somebody like Empower, that's what they are, like Elite Daniels. And they putting their life on there, what they want to see, honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they putting their perspective that they experiencing on there. And Can we say they're wrong for it if they got the power to do so? Because if I'm on there, I'm going to put my perspective on there. You know?
And that's a very that's interesting. That's just saying that's a very interesting opinion. You know, because a lot of people have, you know, especially with the show Empire, you know, which is of course hip hop oriented, you know, music oriented in general. You know, a lot of people have, you know, and on Off the Cuff Radio, we are not, you know, homophobic. We are not anti-transgender. You know, we love everybody. We just, you know, we always bring to our audience, you know, the facts of just what is going on and is relevant today in the culture and even world events. You know, but definitely that has become very prevalent in terms of how a lot of people feel like the infiltration, and not only that as well, but just also, you know, if we get more gully with it, you know, the gangbanging culture of it. Because back in the day, and of course, you know, and you know, I really want to get your perspective coming from the Midwest in Detroit, you know, because sometimes I can be scatterbrained, but I'll try to bring it all in to ask you the question. Back in the day, we knew, you know, we didn't really, if you weren't from California, you didn't know that Eazy-E and MC Ren, and I only say this on the air because this is basically known news, you know, that they were Kelly Park, Compton, Crip. You know, of course, with Compton's Most Wanted, you know, with the MC8, he was Tragnu Park, you know, DJ Quick, you know, Treetop Pyru. You know, it's like they were rapping about gangster shit, but they never put out their gang affiliation like that. And now, and it's what we're having now is a lot of, King, a bunch of cartoons. But it's like now we have a lot of these artists who are trying to claim these gangbanging, you know, these gangbanging connections. You know, and they're not even like that. You know, And I guess just for go ahead.
For record sales. Yeah, I believe it's for record sales because you know a lot of these guys.
Scared too.
Yeah. Plus they got to play them fees too, so they could touch down and perform in certain areas. So the way I see it is, it's all for sales and for show to make people believe they're tougher than they perceive because that imagery sells a lot of records, gives them a lot of credibility, and it gives them, and not to mention, it gives them those stripes that they think they have. But in the long run, at the end of the day, you don't want to be known for that. You don't want to be known for that at the end of the day because it's not really a comfortable situation. You want to be able to just, you know, go to the grocery store. You ain't got to worry about nobody knocking your head off. You want to just You ain't got to worry about walking with a big bodyguard everywhere you go.
Like what Cardi saying that shit about that mink. I mean, you know, now she got motherfuckers talking about she can't perform in certain areas, cutting your money off.
Yeah.
You know, if that's what you really are, like if you really that, they know you really that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and it's interesting with Cardi because, you know, we talked about this Friday, you know, on the show, you know, with Young G, you know, because Cardi, you know, is Washington Heights, you know, she really is blood, you know, that's, you know, New York really does have, you know, real blood, you know, connections there, and, you know, is what, you know, going to Cali. Well, not so much Cali, but, you know, like with OG Mac from back in the day, if you know his story, you know, he was from L.A., then moved to New York, and he started United Blood Nation. So there is a legitimate, you know, history there with the, you know, Bloods in New York, which Cardi is from. We kind of all agreed it wasn't the best thing for her to do that because her fame came. Her fame, because her fame came from an organic base in terms of it didn't have to be sensationalized. You know, her being on Love and Hip Hop and then having a song that hits. So she didn't have to go that route.
Gang affiliation, right?
Exactly. You know, and then you start trouble unnecessarily. And just for academics out in Detroit, now in terms of gang Bloods and Crips, because we know in the Midwest, Gangster Disciples, Latin Kings, and Vice Lords are the main thing. And then, of course, we know about, you know, the alliance with Vice Lords, and Bloods and, you know, gangsters, GDs, and Crips. Did the Blood Crip, you know, reach ever come to y'all area heavy like that, or was it kind of just something you know, a lot of guys never did and never came y'all way like that?
Detroit don't buy that shit. This is how I'm going to break it down to you. Let me tell you the history on this. It's there now. It's here now. Okay. This current generation, they fuck with it a little bit. They start respecting the rules of it. You'll start to see them. They got their color on. They got red or blue. You see it. But on the general, Detroit don't call it that. Okay, like for instance, you got gangs here, but they're not gangs. They're not like traditional like Crip Blood. How you see you know colors and you know you got a certain faction that they don't do it like that. What we got is, but they do got a gang squad here, and it's serious because they pile up 200 motherfuckers show up with the same shit on. You know that's a gang, but we don't call it that. They more like they call it their neighborhood or they clique.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
And they got names, but they not gangs. Ain't no leader. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I guess that was my question, was it historically there? Because I'm out here in Hampton Roads, Virginia, and, you know, we started seeing the gang phenomenon come up in the early 2000s. Now, we got a street history here, too, that never really got put out there nationally because a lot of stuff was never really reported. But a lot of my OGs on the block, they tell me the stories of what used to go on because basically we had, you know, drug crews out here back in the day when I was coming up, when I was a kid. You know, there was drug crews. You know, these dudes was fighting over territory. So like you said, it wasn't gangs in the traditional sense, but you did have neighborhoods and drug crews that was fighting it out on the block. And a lot of dudes was getting laid down in the street because of it.
That's what we called it, drug crews then, yep. It was that, and it was just the hood crews too, though, all mixed in one. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Detroit,
I mean, look. Look, dog, when I look, and shout out to Don Diva, shameless plug for Don Diva, because I'm definitely a fan of their publication. But that's how I got to learn about a lot of guys like White Boy Rick, you know, Best Friends, you know, BMF and all of them. And I'm like, your crew has to be bad if it gets outside of state lines and people in other places know about it.
No, they wasn't. Detroit wasn't fucking around.
I even have to say about in Detroit. I can even say this too in terms of Hollywood when they shot 4 brothers out there and they had the gangster Victor Sweets. He was no joke.
Right.
That's really actually was like the dick. You know, I mean, I'll be honest. There's some guys like that here. You know, grew up with a few of them. Shit, I ain't gonna keep.
He was a cold nigga, man.
But, you know, it's some guys we grew up with in books.
Yeah, he made that dude eat on the ground. He was a cold nigga. Like he was like
Detroit got that right. Detroit got that. That shit real, but we didn't call it. You know what I'm saying? Again, like that kind of Crips and Bloods would be a gang. We just didn't call it that. But it'd be the neighborhood crew. You know what I'm saying? And then it'd be 100 deep.
Right.
And everybody call that. You know, everybody like for instance, you got the 7 Mile. You know what everybody think from the 8 Mile movie? It's an 8 Mile. It is an 8 Mile gang. They call it 8 Mile Scony and 8 Mile, what the fuck else they call themselves? They're really Scony. But they really a gang, but it's not like how the movie make it seem. You know what I'm saying? Like 8 Mile is dividing street from the suburbs to the city.
Yeah.
On this side of 8 Mile is the city. On this side of the 8 Mile is the city, and it's them guys I'm talking about, they neighborhood. But on the other side, that's the suburbs. Ain't nothing, you know, ain't nothing popping. You know, it ain't how they thinking on the movie. Ain't no damn gang activity going down on, like, no one stands on 8 Mile and does shit. You understand? It's cars on 8 Mile and the police. You know, you got to go back into the hood a block or so, then it's the crew. You know what I mean?
Right,
yeah.
right.
And then you get 7 Mile.
Yeah, what are you...
7 Mile, they... Go ahead.
Yeah, so
I had to make
8
sure.
Mile...
I had to make sure y'all heard me
because
this phone be going in and out. But
no, we hear you, dog.
Okay, cool. Yeah, going into the 8 Mile, I want to know what were your feelings about that? Do you feel that movie gave a positive, a proper representation of Detroit in this rap scene?
Yeah, it was right. But the thing is, it was focusing on Eminem's story. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you wasn't getting to see, like, they ain't made the movie yet where you get to see the underground Detroit story. That movie ain't got made yet. Nobody don't know how to fuck with that movie right there because half the country just not starting to know that we exist. Like it was a rap scene in Detroit before Eminem. Like 10, 15 years before, 10 years before y'all heard of him, we was already stars. Like it was stars running around this bitch, getting treated like stars. But not in the city. They don't treat you like a star in the city. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Now,
the city don't treat nobody like stars. They treat you like you. If you popular and they like you, you get to start. You get sort of treated like a star, but they're not gonna be all on your dick like that. You know. But if you go somewhere else, then they treat you the same way as everybody else when they go out. So we was doing that already before Eminem came about. You know.
Now,
and then he just took it and blew that shit all the way up to the world know about it. So now y'all know about 8 Mile.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But it's a 7 Mile. 7 Mile got a deep ass crew. 6 Mile. 6 Mile got a deep ass crew. You know. PA got a big ass crew. PA will be considered, it ain't nothing after 6 Mile. They don't call it 5 Mile, 4 Mile. But Finkel and Puritan would be like, Finkel will almost be 5 Mile. Puritan is right close to Finkel, but they got their own set and they super big. They got a huge clique. You know what I'm saying? You got Joy Roll Boys, that's T Grizzly and them. They come from over that way. They got a huge clique. The Dexter Boys got a Linwood. They got a huge clique. That's Rock Bottom and them guys. You know, the East Side 7 Mile, East Side 6 Mile. They different than the West Side 6 Mile 7 Mile. You know what I mean? And the East Side and West Side, two different things, but they're the same thing. Same city, just two different sides. They got different politics though. You know. That's Peasy and them. They I think they 6 Mile East Side. You know. Got Esham, he East 7 Mile.
So that's what's up. Y'all getting a bunch of good history right here tonight. Call number 1-619-924-0703. We got the legendary Jack Frost in the building. 313 Legend. Y'all better get your pens and pencils because I don't want y'all getting beat up down there if you're going to go to the 7 Mile and not get your history right.
Well,
no, don't be able to talk crazy. Don't be talking crazy. That's all. You'll be all right.
Definitely.
We don't want to see your chain getting passed around like young birds.
Don't want to see your ass getting passed around.
Oh Lord!
They'll pass your ass around.
Oh Lord!
That is crazy.
But yeah,
definitely. Yeah, man. So definitely. So when you said going back a bit. So when you said after you saw Esham with his own operation, you decided from there on you were going to do independent. Like what was how did you decide on a name? Just when you put it together. I mean, what did you decide to call it when you first started?
Yeah, well, I said okay. Me and my boy Ray, we started putting our chips together. Of course, street cats putting our little money together. Started building a studio, piece by piece, equipment by equipment. And me and my partner started getting together. I went and got a building. And first we was doing it out my bedroom. Our bedroom, we started knocking down walls, built a studio in our house. He lived downstairs, I lived upstairs, 2-family flat. So me and my partner said, fuck, we going to build a studio in the house. We did that. And guys was coming through because everybody know me, you know what I'm saying? So I was in the hood over in Dexter. But fuck it, everybody come to see me. So we doing our thing. And I fuck around and got a building. And we moved up in that bitch and it started popping, you know. We called that bitch, we called it Mr. Montana Records. My boys, growing up our crew was called Montana Boys. And then I bumped into a guy named Will Lucci, my partner. He's another rap guy from Detroit. Check him out too, y'all can Google him. And his crew was called the Mob Boys. He had a whole lot of dudes from another neighborhood, Number Streets in Detroit. I liked his style. He was a client, you know. And I was like, fuck being a client, man. Your hustle's so cold. You remind me of me so much with the hustle. You know, your street shit's so cold. Why don't you just, your crew Voltron with my crew? And we just call ourselves the Mo Boys. Mob Boys, Montana Boys, and we'd be the Mo Boys. And he was like, that shit dope.
Right.
I said, fuck buying studio time from me, dog. You just help me pay the bills. He was like, all right.
Yeah.
And then he brought their crew, my crew, and then we was super thick. And then we brought my other partner with their crew from 7 Mile, then we was super thick. Let's do this. And so
that's tight.
everybody started coming to our studio record, you know what I'm saying? Everybody and their daddy come to our studio and record. Everybody and their daddy come to our studio and film movies and videos and shit. You know, y'all could check that record out too, but it's super, super, super rare. It was called that was our group, Mo Boys Murder City. That was the record we released. That was like 2003. Shit.
Okay. Now I got to ask you this too, Jack, and I definitely don't want to have the choice sticked on me for asking this, because you alluded to, you said basically a lot of dudes basically bit your name like, you know, sharks and ran with it.
Bastards.
Because I have an old, because I want to make sure that you're the same individual. Did you ever do any work with K Slade back in the day?
Those bastards stole my name.
That's the dude. That dude stole your name.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a guy named J.
Right.
There's a guy named JAKKF. He spells his name JAKK.
You know they got to spell. Hold on. They all have to spell it different. How do I spell mine? Do I spell it any different than how it's supposed to be spelled? No. Do any of them spell it the same? No. They have to change it, don't they?
Yeah, because
they got to add 2 C's and 2 K's and Q's and shit and 2 S's at the end. They got to add all type of shit to make it sound like it's still Jack Frost, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
Niggas got to be.
That's because they know.
Like
that's because they know I exist. That's because they know I exist, right? Because when you Google that shit, you go back far enough, my record's gonna be farther back than all theirs, right?
Right. Exactly.
Facts.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking for, you know, the. Oh, go ahead, King.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, Dave. You go back to '92. These guys, they didn't exist for like the late '90s or the mid 2000s.
Yeah. That's because they did their homework and they was like, well, damn, he exists. The thing was, I stopped making records because I figured I ain't like the business part, so I started studying that part and doing my own shit. Like I'm gonna do the business part and come behind. So that's what I was doing.
Right.
But when I did that, they ran with the name. You know. In particular, a couple of them. One of them worked with Premier and shit. I know who he is. He all right too. I wasn't mad at him. But at the same time, I still exist. Yo, I'm dope. I'm way doper than what you talk about. So.
And definitely as a sidebar to that conversation as well, because we touch on the legal issues. Because a lot of times, because it goes back to what happened with Snoop Dogg when he was with Death Row. He had to, because Death Row had copyrighted the name Snoop Doggy Dogg.
So
that's
where
he had to take,
right. Snoop Dogg.
He had to take the doggy out because if a lot of people don't understand, and especially that's why I asked with the Jack Frost, because where the sounding of it, the phonetic sounding is the same, there has to be the disambiguation of it in terms of differentiating the difference of it. In terms of where the spelling is going to sound the same. Well, the name will sound the same from the sounding and pronunciation. The lettering is different. Exactly. So,
this what I did. If you notice on my first records, if you read them, it says Jack Frost and Bammy.
Mm-hmm.
It don't just say Jack Frost by itself. That's on purpose. That's for anybody who know my brand to be like, that's him, Jack Frost and Bammy. If they don't see the Bammy part, it wasn't him.
Definitely. Now,
I had to do that on purpose because me and the lawyer was like, how did you do this? I was like, I put the and such and such on there. Like people put, they little group name, Ice Cube and Lynch Mob, Jack Frost and Bammy.
Right.
Bammy don't even exist really. It's just me.
But it's a way. But look, it's a way to cover yourself. Yeah.
I was thinking it was a group. That's clever.
I mean, it could be my boys if you want to call them my boys, but don't nobody rap. It's just me.
Right. That's ingenious.
So until I figure out a way to run with a nickname that's stuck and they know it's me, we don't keep that branding right there, Jack Frost and Bammy. Can't do shit about it because it's documented that I go back before you. And since I used the group name with it, you kiss my ass. That's me. And I'm going to say Jack Frost on my record 100 times so that people just say, oh, my boy Jack Frost. But if Jack Frost, the other one, no, Jack Frost and Bammy. The one who rolls his eyes up. The one who rolls his eyes up to Lil Wayne and Method Man stole.
Oh, man,
that's very strategic.
Stop stealing my shit.
Man.
I mean, if you can pull any pictures with anybody doing it before me, you know, that rap, you know, I'll give you $1 or $2.
Man, that's game right there. So you talked about you began to hate the business aspect of it. Now, usually, and we always try to give our listeners the most educated, you know, seminars, you know, of what goes on in the entertainment industry. What is the most common pitfalls that you've seen in the industry, and just, you know, and not naming any artists by name, but some of the dirtiest deals you have heard about or seen in terms of what happens to artists when their affairs are not in order. What do young artists coming into the game really need to know?
Man,
what time did you need? Please.
Well, the game is different. The game is different now, though, because you can go independent and still eat if you know what you're doing. You feel me? You can go the fuck out there and just eat and do shows and just get your little money on and start building if you know what you're doing, how to save and invest. It's different. But in our day and age, and you still can play now if you don't know how to do that. You'll sign with some nigga.
Right.
They'll do the same procedures. Mostly just knowing what that paperwork is, man, and knowing what you can do if you don't sign that paperwork. Like for instance, if you say, well, man, this deal kind of ain't in my favor, which really, when you starting out, it's never going to be in your favor. Why would it? That's another thing you got to know. In the business, why the hell would it be in your favor? They got the leverage and the weight, right? You got a little talent, but I can find you on another corner, most likely.
Right.
You can't find me, a motherfucker willing to put bank on you every day. That's a loan. Who's going to put their damn $100,000 on you?
Right.
So you got to look at it like that. Are you thirsty enough to say, man, I don't care, I'm going to figure it out anyway? Most people are. and they do it, and they figure it out as they go. But then you had deals like TLC and DOC who signed for a gold chain.
Man, yo.
Or me who signed for $5,000 up front.
I mean, it's crazy because what you said, you know, for our audience who may or may not know that history, when they did the Behind the Music special, what was that, King, about 10, 15 years ago they did that Behind the Music with TLC, where they talked about how Pebbles, you know, screwed them on all that money, you know, and Left Eye, rest in peace.
I think that was the first Behind the Music that really got deep into the politics of
because
what really goes on
I
with
want to
artists.
say that episode came out of like 2000, because Left Eye, rest in peace, she died in 2002. So she was there for that show. And I think this was around 2000, 2001.
It was
did
that one and New Edition one. New Edition had one too, I believe.
Yeah. But you know what? It's what they signed, though. Like, you can't be mad at that shit. Because, like, when I signed the Bold Deal, I knew I was signing the Bold Deal because Johnny May had taught me the game. I knew what I was signing.
Right.
But I wanted it bad enough that I knew I would have to figure this out. Like, if I don't sign it, I'm going to be in my fucking basement rapping to the goddamn wall.
Right.
If I sign this motherfucker, they're going to put me on shows and I'm going to go do shit and be on TV and be on radio and be on commercials and shit. I'll take my chances.
Right.
Like, once I'm famous, let me take my chances. You know?
Right.
I'll sign another deal after that. That's how motherfuckers be thinking. And you can't blame them really half the time. Again, unless you got some damn hidden money or you kind of well off or you got a nice job already. Most people ain't starting off like that. But if you are like that, you can weather the storm. Well, you could do this shit yourself or weigh it out until you meet somebody that'll invest in you. But if you just surviving and somebody like, yo, I'm going to do this for you, I'm going to put this money on you and make you famous, you got to figure the rest out. Man, get your ass up and go do as many shows as you can.
Man,
charge what you can. Fuck that contract. Just go get your show money on. You know?
Or you can pull your body to buy yourself out.
I'm saying, figure, like Yo Gotti, a perfect example. Figure that shit out as you go. Like, know the business, right? No, if you know you signing some fuck shit, but it really ain't fuck shit if they put their money up and make you famous, right?
Right.
Because who are you? Unless you LL Cool J some goddamn body and you a man child that sound like gold when you speak. You know what I'm saying? You 16 but sound like you 30. Unless you that dude, you might want to go and just do what you got to do. And he did it too. Even when he signed that shit, he didn't have no damn contract with them. He just went on and did it.
But
figured it out.
That's history right there. But Jack, it's funny though because because you said one thing that is very pertinent, and a lot of times, and I definitely want to get your opinion on this as well because you said independent, and the beauty of independence is great. The problem is, I think some artists coming out there overestimate their popularity, and they don't have, because I've seen situations where a lot of these dudes out here got a lot of social media followers, and they think that that's the validation for having a real fan base,
right.
And they find out it's artificially inseminated with no birth to a real base.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Apparitions, phantoms. But then you also have guys like Nipsey Hussle, who was independent for a lot of years. And people think with this Victory Lap album, this is his debut. I'm like, no, Nipsey's been doing this for like 15 years. This is just his first major label album. But Nipsey already had his fan base out there with his Crenshaw mixtapes, his Bullets Ain't Got No Names mixtapes, the Mailbox Money, all that. And, of course, with Yo Gotti, Yo Gotti was heavy in the street. We all know his story. That situation, I believe, when he was with TBT Records, that was his label, his first label, I believe. Like King said, he bought himself out for $250,000. But Gotti was always smart anyway. So not many people can do what he did, buying himself out of a contract like he did.
Right.
That's still to me one of the boss moves I have ever heard about in hip hop history, about somebody literally buying themselves out of something they didn't want to be in anymore.
Just boss up.
So in terms of a lot of these artists coming into the game in reference to getting in and understanding, how do you tell an artist today in terms of who thinks that they really may have that it factor, but they really don't, about how they need to really, really study the business aspect of knowing their real gauging of their fans and to really operate from a level of knowing what they really have in order to pursue it?
Shit, it's really just get out there and swim. Get out there and swim, man, because you got to do, you got to be, it's about shows.
Right.
You got to do shows. That artificial shit, if you just in that world, then how they ever get into you? You got to do shows.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can touch the money.
Don't get fed.
You're right. You'll see real quick if you got some fans. If all that internet shit is working, then the fans are showing up. You know what I'm saying? I see a couple people out there doing it right, and they doing it like a motherfucker on that level. They doing the internet, they killing that game, and the fans are showing up. As long as fans showing up, it's good.
Right.
And games should be sold, not told. Well, some of them people is orchestrating them shows.
Now that's another topic too, and I'm so glad you brought that up. And of course, this is not an indictment against Chance the Rapper, who has done phenomenal, being totally 1,000% independent. But how many of those, because some people even try to hate on his success, saying that he was basically backed by a ghost, operation, that his success is not totally organic. How often does that happen where you have these quote-unquote independent artists who are really backed by a label and try to give a facade to these?
A few of them are like that, man. Like I heard that or somebody that back, pushing them like that, which is what happened. Yeah, you gonna pop one. You got the financial backing, you got the pocket, you're not independent by yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
ICP at one point they were like, the label was saying independent, but they was back years. It's a little more advantage than independent. Even Kid Rock when he was going by himself back in the day before he popped. Yeah, but his dad had real money, so he's loaning you. You know what I'm saying? Back. So we ain't got that shit. We got to go sell drugs. No, we don't do that. We ain't get no damn recognition. We ain't do none of that. No, we ain't even get studio time. So, yeah, it's a little bit.
So I see. Yeah, I'm glad. I was going funny you brought up ICP to switch gears for a minute. Do they really get like a lot of respect out there?
Well, it's like this. Business wise, people respect that game. I mean, I do. I can't put you said out there. People mostly don't even know who they are in Detroit like that. Like the broad general, the person in general ain't gonna know who they are.
Right.
In the music business, if you say them, then they know who they are, and they don't really fuck with them like that. I'm gonna go here the truth. Not the black people. Black people don't fuck with them like that. White people around them area, they fuck with them. Or you do, you know, they're getting a little older now, but they fuck with them heavy. That's what they fan base.
Juggalos.
Man, look. Dog, I was bugged out.
You shot created that lane, though, man. You shot created that lane. I'm true.
Man, dog, when I saw the Juggalos are actually on the federal list of gangs, I was like, oh, I'm like, I was like, alrighty then.
Did y'all hear that game I spit at y'all, though? I said it again.
Yeah.
You shot me in that lane, man. That was his thing. He showed them the game, and then they recalled them, renamed them Juggalos. They stopped following them.
Right.
Really, them shot suicidal fans. I think he called them suicidal. That's his fans first. You know what I'm saying? And they producer, Mike Clark, he's one who produced my first album with me. So they were in the sessions and shit in the next room creating that shit while we creating out here.
Wow, so y'all simultaneously doing it.
Yeah,
all right, we got a little bit of time left. So we talked about you giving us such a detailed and, definitive history, from all over. So we talked about the past and we talked about the present. Now we got to talk about who's doing it for the future. And I'm going to run these three names at you and tell me, how they really, and I think you know who I'm going to say, too, that are representing the town, where you put it down. Icewear Vezzo, Payroll Giovanni, and, of course, T Grizzly.
I just mentioned Vezzo today or yesterday talking to somebody. I like this cat. I'm gonna get my beat on that. Vezzo cold. I like him. Some guys like he ain't really this, he ain't really. No, I'm gonna be my opinion. I like that guy. That guy dope because he sound like what they call the Detroit sound. He got that Detroit sound thing, but he know how to do it right. A lot of guys wearing in the ground don't know how to fucking do it, and they sound like a bunch of amateurs. He actually knows how to do the damn, what he trying to do, that sound he trying to do. He know how to sound sweet doing it. So he's kind of a professional doing that sound. And I like him. That nigga dope. You said the next guy, you said
Payroll Giovanni.
You said Payroll. Okay, Payroll just got signed. Much congratulations to him. He close to my neighborhood where I'm from. That boy dope. I listened to him. I checked him out. I did my homework on him. I said, young guy kind of dope. One of my close friends I grew up with, his nephew was in the group with him. So I was hip to them when they first were starting out anyway. I don't know if they know that, but I bit up on them. He cold.
Right.
His sound is cold because he trying to kick it like an old school sound mixed with a new school sound, which is what I would do. And success, he's succeeding on that. He don't sound like all the rest of them like that. And then you got your Grizzly. Grizzly came up. His sound, he got that, what you call again, the Detroit flow sound, but he know how to do it. That's what I had to listen to him. I had to listen to him and check him out. He know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And his producer, Helliver, he actually used to record in my studio when he was coming up back in the day. So much success to them guys. They pop platinum too. So proud of them. Detroit stand the fuck up.
Now I know Vezzo had to sit down for a minute. What's his situation currently? Is he still sitting down, or they got him standing back up again?
I don't know. I don't know him personally, man. A lot of them guys, especially all the older ones, I know him personally. Him I don't know personally, so I can't speak on the situation all the way. But I ain't heard. I would probably hear it in the streets. If he's out there, I ain't heard nothing about him. Out of nothing. So
yeah, but
we got hold on now. Let me give a 347 caller.
Hi.
Huh?
347.
Hey, what up, man?
The Bronx,
How y'all
ain't it?
doing, man?
What's going on, man?
What
How
up,
you?
though?
How you?
Shit, chilling, man. First time caller here.
We're glad to have
First
you.
time caller. Thank you. Appreciate
What's up,
y'all having me.
Yeah, what's your name?
I'm just sitting here. My name is Rome.
Okay.
And that's the 347. You from the Bronx or Brooklyn?
I live in Connecticut now. I'm a Yonkers, New York rapper though. I'm a Yonkers.
Okay,
What up,
Yonkers
though?
name.
Why yo?
What up, though?
Yeah, and I sing y'all on with the music, and I called in to spit, man. I've been having writer's block, and I was just fucking around writing right now. And I was like, oh, I gotta get on the show and spit it and get it off the chest real fast.
I don't know, Jack. The young boy spit something, man. You want to spit back with him, Jack?
Nah, I ain't spitting. I'm interviewing, man. I'm laid back.
Gotcha. Yeah, I got you. It's all good. King, what you think?
Hey, well, show and prove, brother.
Yeah,
we,
man.
We got a legend on the panel, so let's see what you got.
All right,
See,
cool,
youngin'.
cool. I got you.
He can't
All
be
right,
rapping no
hold
motherfucker 2 hours. You know our youngest motherfuckers. They get
Nah, I got you. It's short. I didn't even finish it. I said, listen, body it God, stuck in my rigor mortis. Rhythm talk inflicted, it was written towards this. Taurus to reach the pinnacle, and still I figure stuck stiff as image. Mannequin, I'm screaming. Game again, I'm meaning. Point blank, period. What type of P you on? A peon. It's just my cue to give him the Q&A on all the type of shit we on, connected. Lessons I can figure with my how is best in. To the middle of the all I thought would cause a wreckage. Killing me softly, probably not, I'm dying hard if will is strong enough to take the bruise your hands hit bodies on. My black and blues will be the paradox. You yell a hello taxi, I'll pick you up, then hang you wells. You Jackson, take a 5, I'm belted. Buckle down. Inside a riders fit to blow you out circumference. What's with all the sun? Who casts the roads you run with? Salmon souls, that's meant to sockeye. Hit the griddle and get hot fried till they crisp the middle. Even if you get this riddle, you is not I. Box guys get turned like burgers in the cuts. Fools is fast food. A drive-through turns to murder in the first. Whichever order causes slaughter in the worst. The nerve of you. Fuck it. It was just a quick bust off. I didn't even finish it. I gotta go in more on that. I got heavy hands, yo.
Put that shit to the track.
All right, I hear you. I'm a metaphor. I'm a writer. I got heavy hands.
Mad at it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a
put that
star.
shit on the beat.
Yeah.
Oh man, give me a producer. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm retarded when it comes to production. Now I'm just a writer. Give me a producer. Give me someone. Producers don't want to work for nothing though. They don't want to work for nothing. Every producer want to make a star, and I don't want to be a star. I just want to write. I just want to spit.
Okay then.
You know what I'm saying? You give me someone that's going to produce my shit.
We'll put your information out there for where people can find you, and then they can go from there.
They can find me right here. They can find me right here on the best show out. This would be the only place to find me.
Yeah, Facebook. What's your Facebook?
Facebook, IG, anything.
All right. My Facebook's my government name, Timothy Lancaster. You can look me up like that. If you need a writer, I'll write for you.
All right, what about your IG?
My IG? My IG's bullshit. I'm barely on Facebook and IG, man. I like face to face.
Well, you
I like face to face.
That way, brother. But yeah, we're gonna finish this interview though. So appreciate you calling.
All right, appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, man. Got
too,
people
man.
hungry spitters out here.
Yo, but I would tell youngin, man, you know, he's got, like you said, King, he's got to get on that tech wave because, I mean, if he connects with the right people online, and Jack can attest to this, you know, and we all know this throughout history in terms of hip-hop, that a lot of these guys, you know, and I'm once again only saying these names because everybody knows people have written for them, you know, Will Smith, you know, Puffy, you know, Dr. Dre, they've all had ghostwriters, you know, to write for them.
Not to mention, too, that you gotta have your information. Like, if you're spitting on the show, you gotta have everything prepared to give out so people can find you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, what I'm gonna say to Youngin before we finish the interview is this: is like next time you get on this spit, you got to have your business in order, because this is a business. And
yeah, he just wanted to spit though.
Yeah, he did good. But if you're trying to blow, let's go for anybody. You got to have your information in order, contacts in order, all that stuff.
Yeah, man. And I think a lot of
you
times,
never know.
Yeah. And a lot of times people, we all know this. I think a lot of times people get seduced by the seductive allure of the celebrity in the game. But the thing is that, like you said, you have to have the business aim in the game. You got to know going in what you're trying to do and specifically how you are going to accomplish that goal. Ghostwriting is great. It's great money in terms of those publishing checks. Oh God, I mean, you
all day.
Boy, I've heard some stories about what some of these guys get to write for people and everything.
Yeah, because they're the writer.
And another tip, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the music industry, while being a performer is great money, the real money is in songwriting and producing. Doing behind the scenes work. That's where you can really take off. But definitely you got to, like King said, you got to have your business in order first in terms of, off-the-cuff radio. Yeah, networking. Off-the-cuff radio here, we're always about bigging up the next man or woman, to do their thing. And we'll be happy to put you on. We just ask when you call in, like you said, just have everything straight out there in terms of, where you never know who's listening. We've interviewed some people. We've had legends on this show. We got a legend right now. So we've interviewed some people, and you never know who's listening out there. You might.
I wanted to shoot to Jack about the importance, like for an artist's perspective, like the importance behind getting your networking game up, because I think that's what a lot of people lack today. Like, especially the people that just, blew up off of YouTube. And as soon as that they get out into the forefront and they start interacting, they get camera shy, they can't do interviews. You think that plays a vocal part on people blowing up?
Yeah, well, the thing is, like you're saying, they don't know the business aspect of it and how to actually be a quote-unquote star. That shit is a job. They don't know that part. They thinking it's just a rap and, now get out here with the big. Yeah, but you got to know how to fucking perform. You got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to do interviews. You got to know all this shit. You got to know how to travel. You got to know all this shit that you ain't have no clue about. It's like being an NBA player as opposed to playing in your backyard. That's what they be saying, how the rookies be shocked if they go straight from high school and they're not groomed. They don't know the whole world about to change. It ain't just hooping. It's the shit to go with it.
Right.
So, yeah, they be a little unprepared for that part. And, well, it used to be where they groomed you, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day with Motown, but in the hip-hop, we came in, wasn't nobody really grooming us, but that the label and a good manager would kind of guide you, But now they just going by themselves, period, and jumping in. So.
Yeah, kind of like artist development. That's what it is, artist development.
Yeah. That's the part that's seriously lacking. But again, if everybody independent, who's gonna do that part?
And that's simultaneously, I think, one of the dangers in independence, because it's great that you can do it yourself, but like you said, there is not that polish because you haven't had somebody from a perspective of experience in the game to guide you along in terms of the nuances. Like you said, and a lot of times people don't understand, because because there's this preconceived notion of what the industry they think it is and then what it actually is. And when you get serious about it and you're dealing with these people in these meetings, because yes, boys and girls, there are business meetings with the suits you have to attend. Yes. You have to know how to speak to them. Yes, you have to know how to present yourself. And this is what? A job.
And a job means what? Professionalism. You know?
Like meeting your boss and the head walk in and you over here in some damn street clothes and talking crazy and no, that's not your image.
Blowing kush like it ain't nothing in the office.
That's right. That's your image you sell. Your regular person got to show up to the meeting, idiot.
Yeah, man.
And he has to like you enough to go forward with the project because he could very well shelf your shit and say fuck you because he don't like you as a person. And now you fucked up. Now you back on the block with nothing. Nah.
Look, tell them, Jack. They got to know about them budgets. Them suits are the one that okay them budgets.
Yeah. Or you could do it independent and still be the same idiot and don't understand that, and you bump into these people yourself, but you don't got the damn know how to even kick with them.
Right. But it's crazy, man, because definitely because the game, you know, in terms of the independence,
and we talk about this, all of us in the cipher, we talk about this all the time about making the boss moves and about really having it together, being a boss. But the thing is, there's one to be a boss and having a boss mentality, and the boss mentality means first and foremost, you know how to handle your business in terms of being responsible and not letting it go to your head, and some people do not have that discipline for it, to really, really, they like to think that they have it like that where they can actually run a day-to-day operation, but, when you're running a label independently, and King would always give me game on this. Yeah, King, tell them about what you would tell me in terms of running a label and what that entails.
Man, it's totally different because now you're very much responsible for a lot of people's careers. You got to be the father, you got to be the brother, you got to be the uncle, you got to be the OG, you got to be the manager. You got to take on different hats every day. And God forbid one of them gets locked up on some street stuff. You got to bail them out. You got to be the lawyer now.
Yeah.
Yep. I do understand. I've been through it.
Yeah, man. What have you seen in terms of a lot of situations where a lot of artists? Did you see a lot of artists coming up who were really nice at it, but they just could not get past the street life in terms of understanding that this is now a business that you have to really, really take heed to? What experiences have you seen out in the streets with that, Jack?
Shit, mostly 98% of Detroit rappers. Really, I'm talking for real. It's like a lot, most of us. They don't not understanding the business aspects of it, that this is not the crack game, this is not the hustle game, this is the music business. And they intertwine the two so tightly that they end up getting murked or going to jail, or they shit don't really fly all the way because nobody want to fuck with it because of the fear factor or the whole thing. And they ruin it by just being too much still connected to the street shit.
Yeah, man. I think
when we look at the Death Row documentary about what happened, with Suge Knight,
exact shit.
Yeah, Suge had a very successful operation for a lot of years in terms of what he was doing. But, when it got too street-oriented, and especially when the gang element really got heavy in terms of, when that drama started jumping off, and combined with how Suge was conducting business, it really sunk the shit for them.
Ruined the whole shit.
Yeah, because,
you can't be
that whole thing
you can't really be Al Capone, Steve Jobs, and Jimmy Iovine at the same time.
Right. I like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, but
right, you gotta choose.
Definitely. Like I said, definitely when you're dealing with it from a job perspective, it's always looking about making connections and always about being able to leave a legacy behind of being noted for your talent and not for your triflingness. And, too many times we've seen these stories in terms of not necessarily at times, ratchet, in terms of violence, but just, like I said, not understanding the contracts you sign, blowing money that you don't have. Look, that's the recent situation, and definitely Mary J. is not trifling, but she got caught up in a bad, situation in terms of her money. Now they're talking about, that $25 million and she's in debt. I was like, what?
Talk about that today, yep.
That's depressing to think about. $25,000 in debt. We regular people, we cry about student loans, but $25 in debt. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
and they were
what
saying,
you gonna do about that? That's your reality. You know what I'm saying? You just famous person with all this. Everybody know you and this and that, and they think you this and that. But in reality, what that means is, if you 25 in debt, what the fuck that mean? That means you under. You know what I'm saying? You're not 25 plus. You 25 under. But you gotta live every day.
I'm hoping this. The only hope I'm having about this is she's probably talking all that, so she could get some leniency. But we do it with this court battle she's dealing with. But if this is really the case, good gracious, I'm about to buy her whole catalog just to support.
Right.
Yeah, because that was crazy.
And then hold on. But I have to interrupt you. But she don't own the catalog. Again, back to the bad contract, bad business back in the day when you just wanted to get on. She don't own her shit. So that money ain't going to her. She getting like, what, 10 cents off that bitch per album you buy? Thanks for giving her 50 cents.
And you got to remember, and once again, we don't throw shots. We just speak on it, from the facts that we know. Because Puffy was working on a lot of stuff with her. Puffy ain't cheap in terms of, from what they were saying in that article, they were essentially saying Mary just over the years from when she first started, she didn't know what she was signing. And, that money looks good when you get it up front, but a lot of people don't understand. Right. That money is simply exactly. It's a loan.
You paying for your career.
Exactly. Everybody thinks that a lot of times, like with Cash Money back in 1998 when they signed that $30 million deal with, Universal, I think Cash Money paid that $30 million back within 2 to 3 years. I believe they paid that back.
Yeah, they were so high.
Yeah, they could do that though. But number one, and Birdman was right when he said this. I believe it was in a 2004, 2005 edition of Double XL. I got to look at it again. But he basically said that kind of money we got up front, you're never going to see another deal like that again, ever. And
never. You ain't never. Labels was giving out money like candy in the 90s.
Right. Well, like Master P did them. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
He was finessing them.
He made him give him 85%.
Yeah, from priority. He was getting 85% from priority, 85-15. And P owned his masters.
And then he popped.
And look, I ain't heard nothing about P Money really being fucked up ever.
No, he went like 350, 400.
Yeah, I heard he had some tax issues some years ago. I think he got that taken care of with No Limit, because I think that's why they called it the new No Limit, because there were some issues that he didn't pay some taxes on the old No Limit records, something like that.
That's for his company, not his personal, right?
Right, the company, and that's why he started the new No Limit Records. Yeah, but I ain't never heard nothing about P's Money ever being funny ever.
Nah, that nigga owned about 200 companies.
But switching gears for a minute. Now you took a long hiatus from the game due to the business politics. You was fed up with it. What made you want to come back?
Man, okay, the real truth is I never really stopped rapping because I really do this. Like, this is what we do, So I rap in my head. Like, I was always a dude. I rap in my head every day just to stay sharp. and I do patterns and words like I rap literally in my head, whatever I'm doing. And so, and I still practice like in the car, like the guys who really the real guys I respect. I still rap as a fan. I still throw this shit on and like practice word for word, syllable for syllable, matching them. So my entire life, if I could match the top guys word for word, if I could like how you gonna beat me if I can match you word for word? How you better than me?
Right.
I'm talking about Eminem, Jay, 50, like anybody who the top guy, I would match them word for, as a fan though. Just in the car, walking on, riding, like if I was a young teenager, what I used to do when I was doing that to Big Daddy Kane and riding them, matching them word for word. Well, I'm doper than them because I can rap their shit, but I just put my own words in it. So as long as I was able to do that through the years, and this is what I would just do naturally, I could always, when I feel like it, when I hear a dope beat that I want to rhyme, that feeling come, I just start rapping. I just start, writing. And the wordplay always come because I always was practicing anyway.
Right.
Feel me? I just never was trying to put records out, but I would go make songs that was dope. People like, "Dog, just put this shit out." Whatever. So, a couple of my friends like, "Dude, you dope. Like, do shows." I started doing a couple shows. That shit was like, "Dude, what the fuck is you? Like, why don't you please make a record?" And so one of my best friends used to rap with me, man. He died. He was like, "Dude, this shit dope. Would you please make a record and put some of this shit out?" And then I said, "I'll do that for you." And he died like 2 days later. And I was like, "Man, I'm gonna put these fucking records out." Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna put these fucking records out. I'm doing a disservice to rap because rap, need people like me. So
yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Let me put these fucking records out.
And I've seen another clip too on your YouTube that I've seen a lot of the industry heavyweights are rocking with you too. I've seen that I think you brought Jeezy out to a show years back.
See, that was my partner. Fuck with him.
Okay.
See, again, we got guys on my name. Maybe that happened that way. I don't know because I do know guys that know him. Like up close and personal. But no, that wouldn't have been me. That probably was somebody on my name.
We good. Glad you cleared that up. We're gonna go on the Swagger Jack hunt after the show. We're calling everybody. We're calling them all out.
Well, see, I'm gonna just switch the game. What I'm gonna do, I got a plan for the ass. I'm gonna keep doing what I do and force the issue on my name. But it's Jack Frost and Bambi. When they pull it up, they go that way with it. But I'm gonna force the issue with the nickname on their punk ass. I'm gonna force them to ride with me.
Hey, they can ride. They can ride along or they get rode on. Which is it gonna be for them?
You did.
Yeah, we got.
I know a couple of industry heavyweights myself. Shit.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to let them know one way or the other.
Got to protect the brand. Business. That's what we do. Cause we understood ourselves. We went through that issue ourselves where we know that there's a lot of off the cuff radios, but we had to put the hammer on one of these cats. Cause they were using our logos. I was like, hold up now. Now we understand that there's different off the cuff radios, but niggas ain't taking the logo. That's what we just gonna go on the line.
I'm sad though. I put the Bambi on there. I flip my eyes up. What the fuck? What do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
I had to bring that shit back out right quick. What do they want from me?
Somebody got to sample that one day. I might do that. I might get into production and loop that.
Man, they was making records off that shit. You were already late. They was making full records off that. Pull it up on YouTube and get you a good laugh.
Oh man.
Yeah, we like on the name thing. We'll figure it out. Shit. Whoever like my record, they gonna know it's me and rock with me. We'll figure it out.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to wrap this up shortly, but I want to know this too, man, because, we haven't really touched on this cat and his impact on the show, because we ain't really have many Detroit spitters on here, but we want to know, what was the impact that Proof had in the city?
Proof. Everybody loved that boy. He was like the cadet to everybody. You know, out of the truth. That's how you can say he was connected to everybody in each faction. Like the hip hop guys loved him, the street guys loved him, the in the middle guys loved him, the girls loved him, the guys loved him. You know, the grandmas loved him. Everybody loved him because he was just like he was a super free spirit guy. You know, if you wanted to, like he could do everything good. He could dance good. He could hoop good. He could rap good. He could talk shit good. You know, he knew every damn thing about everything. He could sit down and have an intelligent conversation with you. You know, and then he could get on the microphone and roast you half to death off the top of his head. You know. And
he was a nasty battler.
Like seriously, huh?
Yeah, he was a nasty battler from what I heard.
No, he was off the top maniac with it. We met while I was battling three guys, smashing them half to death because that's where we come from. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
my producer, engineer was like, man, you got to meet dude. Dude was over there just staring at me like, dude, what the hell? You over there killing them? You know, I'm like, that's what we do, man. He's like, but I already had a record out. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, dude, what's up? You know, so I fucked with him, pulled him in our crew. And we was the first ones going to sign him to a production deal. You know, we was going to put him out and shit, you know.
Right.
And he started learning the game. And he just started, my boy gave him the microphone at the open mics. You know what I'm saying? The hip-hop shop in St. Andrews and the Shelter. And where it really come from is Stanley's Rhythm Kitchen. That's where everybody used to be at first. That's what 8 Mile was depicting. Scenes 8 Mile come from them three places, mixed in one scene. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it was three places really. My producer, the DJ, is the one that gave guys the microphone in the first place, named DJ Sabotage. So really, in the movie, it's my DJ, but they renamed him. You know, but that's that. You know, but yeah, Proof. He the one who gave Proof the mic. Here, these things, and we decided we gonna let guys, you know, battle each other, and we gonna do it like the Apollo. If you whack, take the record off, get him out of here. So that's how that whole thing developed. And Proof was killing everybody. You know, why fuck with that boy?
Man, I mean that was just a crazy situation. I mean,
Eminem was his sidekick. You heard me? Eminem was his side. What my boy? Eminem was his sidekick.
Wow.
You know, not the other way around.
Yeah, you know how media they try to make it like the other way around because you know Eminem had more of the star power, but the streets.
Right. Yeah, Eminem the blue, but when in the early days, the star power was Proof had the star power.
It was just Eminem having to blow first.
Eminem blew, right? They both was doing freestyle battles across the nation. Proof was getting like Source Battle Champ. Eminem was getting such and such Battle Champ. You know what I'm saying? And they was boys.
Yeah.
Like whoever do this, like all of us had a deal. Me and Proof had a deal at the time. You know, we split $1 in half. So whoever make it first, come get the other one. Put the $1 in half. You know, together. And so him and Eminem did like similar, the same type of deal. Like whoever get this first, go get the other ones. You know?
And that's what
Eminem
did.
Fuck around and popped. Yeah. Then when it got Proof.
Yeah. It's a shame that we only got to hear one album from Proof in terms of the In Search of Jerry Garcia. What's the status on that record now? Because I heard that record is like really rare now.
Yeah, it's out there. You can find it.
Mm-hmm.
You can find it. He mentioned my name on that bitch, I think. Yeah. Rest in peace, my nigga. I was supposed to go with him and then he died. Rest in peace, Proof.
Man. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, and wrapping this up, man. When do you have a project coming out this year?
Yeah, I got what? Did y'all play those two cuts? I came in on the last one.
Yeah, we played that in the beginning.
Okay. One of them was a song with samples, and one of them was all original. Okay, what I'm doing, I got a mixtape dropping and an album dropping same time. Mixtape is samples. The album is all original. Mixtape is giveaway. Album is let's do what we do.
What it is. Well, look, man, I mean, we enjoy having you. We definitely want you to come back.
Okay. It's whatever. I love to. It's no big, no problem. You know?
And do you have a date that you were aiming for to release it?
Man, I was going to do the release date thing, but me, I'm sort of bad with that in a Dr. Dre type of way. So I'm
don't detox us.
Yeah, I ain't gonna detox y'all, man. Look, the mixtape is already done. The mixtape is done already, and just getting mixed now. And album, I'm recording that now. I'm like 3 songs deep. I'm going 10. I ain't gonna do that 20-song shit. We are 10 and I'm out.
Yeah.
10 and I'm out.
So you gotta keep. So we basically gotta keep it out of the radar. We gotta just look every day. And next thing you know, you just drop it out the sky. We're gonna be looking at the sky every day until then.
Nah, I'm gonna keep y'all informed. I ain't gonna do y'all like that, man. I'll keep y'all informed.
Definitely, man.
Look.
But yeah, before we wrap this up, you have any shout outs you wanna give out?
I'm gonna give a shout out. Well, I'm giving a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boy Ill Bomber. I'm gonna let y'all hear a couple of his cuts. He's dope. I'm gonna just send it to y'all so y'all can play it. My boy Will Lucci, my part of my boys clique. And I want to give a shout out to my little brother Twan. What up, though?
All right.
That's what's up, man. We definitely appreciate you joining us, bro. It was a fun show. Y'all got a lot of good street politics, industry politics. We got a great history lesson on your career, people you touch base with. It's been a great journey.
I appreciate y'all, man. Same thing. Have fun.
Look, we had fun having you, man. We definitely learned a lot. You enlightened us on a lot of stuff, and really for a lot of our listeners who may have not known the history of your city, you gave us basically a complete history of the Detroit rap sound. This whole from the inception of the past to the present. You know what I'm saying? So we always appreciate the knowledge.
Thank you, Alma.
That's right, y'all. That was Jack Frost from the 313. Y'all got 2 hours worth of good game right here. The replay will be up possibly this Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. And we're going to keep these songs that he sent us on the rotation as well. So we signing out of here. Y'all have a happy Sunday. And in the words of Illa the Sandman, peace out, motherfuckers.
All right.
One love, I'm out.
What a matchup! And what a team, Mike. Metro PCS and the iPhone SE for $0 on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Oh, impressive.
Play with the best. Switch to Metro PCS on an unlimited LTE plan and get a 32-gig iPhone SE for $0. Metro PCS. Coverage not available in some areas, plus sales tax. Claim based on talk and text. Not valid for active numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro PCS in the past 90 days. See store for details and terms and conditions.
What a matchup! And what a team, Mike. Metro PCS and the iPhone SE for $0 on a network that covers 99% of people in the U.S. Oh, impressive.
Play with the best. Switch to Metro PCS on an unlimited LTE plan and get a 32-gig iPhone SE for $0. Metro PCS. Coverage not available in some areas, plus sales tax. Claim based on talk and text. Not valid for active numbers currently on the T-Mobile network or active on Metro PCS in the past 90 days. See store for details and terms and conditions.